Video Gamers Oasis, featuring video games for all ages. Go to www.videogamersoasis.com. So many games, so little time. If you're a gamer, you've come to the right place. Use the searching power of eBay to find the very best deals in video games, video game systems, and video game accessories. Vintage games too. Go to www.videogamersoasis.com.
Hello gamers, this is the Meat Geek speaking. It's been a while since I updated you on my blog. There have been nice developments so far. I've included some links to the topics on my blog next to this video to make it easier for you. First, wanted to promote a guest article on my blog, Addiction to Video Games by Margaret Paul, PhD. Please go to that topic now. Are you there yet? Good. It reads as follows. Ed consulted with me because he was concerned about his 16-year-old son. He doesn't have any friends. I like to spend more time with him, but there doesn't seem to be anything he likes to do. How does he spend his time? I asked. Playing video games? Betsy consulted with me because she was concerned about her husband's lack of motivation. Every night, he plays video games for hours, and then is too tired the next day to do a good job at work. I'm afraid he is going to lose his job, but he gets angry at me if I say anything to him about it. Carolyn consulted with me because of her concern over her sons. After graduating high school, Brandon did a semester of college and then dropped out. Matthew graduated last year and has been doing some odd jobs, but neither of them seem motivated to do much of anything. How do they spend their time? They sleep in and then play video games. A study conducted by the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention indicates that 45% of the population of people between the ages of 19 and 90 are video game players with an average age of 35. According to the study, video games might be regarded as an obsession for youngsters, but in fact the average player is aged 35, often overweight, introverted, and may be depressed. 56% of the video game players were men. The research suggested that video gaming for adults may be a form of digital self-medication. Is this really any different than using alcohol, drugs, food, TV, or any other activity to avoid feelings and taking responsibility for one's feelings? Obviously, playing video games has become a huge addictive activity in our society. While the average age of video game players is 35, it is unlikely that they started playing at age 35. Like Ed and Carolyn's children, they started in adolescence and never stopped. Playing video games is an easy way to avoid fears, especially fears of rejection, engulfment, and failure. One researcher stated that adult video game players may sacrifice real-world social activities to play video games. As I explored with both Ed and Carolyn, it became apparent that both of them were role modeling addictive behavior for their children. Ed would spend his downtime watching TV and drinking beer, while Carolyn used food to avoid her feelings. Although neither Ed or Carolyn played video games, this is likely because video games were not around when they were younger, so they got addicted to other things. But neither Ed nor Carolyn were showing their children, by their own behavior, how to take responsibility for their own feelings. I worked with both Ed and Carolyn on learning to take loving care of themselves and how to interact with their children in ways that encourage them to begin to take loving action for themselves. Gradually, the parents and the children began to take steps toward letting go of their various addictions. Fortunately, Betsy's husband was willing to join her in phone sessions with me in dealing with his fears of rejection and failure that were behind his addiction to video games. He became willing to limit his video game playing to 1 hour each evening. All addictions are ways of avoiding the feelings that you believe you can't manage. It is unrealistic to think that you will just stop your addictions if you haven't learned to take responsibility for creating many of your painful feelings with your own self-abandonment. You haven't learned to lovingly nurture the challenging feelings of loneliness, heartache, and heartbreak that are part of life. About the author, Margaret Paul, PhD, is a best-selling author of 8 books and co-creator of the powerful inner bonding healing process. Are you ready to heal your pain and discover addiction-free joy? Learn inner bonding now. Click here for a free inner bonding course. www.innerbonding.com/welcome/addiction_help.html and visit our website at www.innerbonding.com for more articles and help. Phone sessions available. Join thousands we have already helped and visit us now. The author invites you to visit www.innerbonding.com. I'm interested in knowing your opinions on this article. Are you or someone you love addicted to video games? Any ideas to help live a more balanced life? Please leave your comments under this video or on my blog. Thanks. And make sure that it's publicly. If you leave your comments, make sure they're public so everyone can see them. I appreciate your input, but make sure that everyone can see them. Thanks. Another thing is, second on the agenda, is a goofy and weird instrumental song based on the Angry Video Game Nerd song I composed. Well, I designed on the computer using Audacity. Yes, it is silly, but I still value your input. Please leave a comment under that entry. Thanks. Finally, I am exceptionally excited about a free application download that I made, and it is available. Video Gamers Oasis Community Toolbar. Stay connected and get so much more. Install this free toolbar on your browser and be notified of Video Gamers Oasis updates with many other features. Oh, did I mention it's free? Download it now. That's all for now, gamers. Stay tuned to Video Gamers Oasis TV on YouTube for more videos. Laters!